Welcome back to another video. In the last one we got very distracted and our goal was to try to make an iron farm, and we got so far off the main topic that we didn't even get around to it at all. In fact, we ended up building this villager trading hall which never got finished, making this 100 sign and going all off the rails. But today I am determined to make sure that we make a iron farm. So let's just do that right away. I'm not holding back. Let's get straight to work. Just like that, we have everything here in our inventory ready to build a quick and easy, simple iron farm. Of course, I'm going to need to cart the villagers down from up on the hill there. And I was originally planning on building it over on this island here, but as I thought about it a little bit more, one, this island is getting a little bit cluttered, but two, I actually starting to have some different plans here, thinking about what we're going to do in the future. And I'm not sure that I want to build any farms or anything like that on this space for the time being, because I'm not sure what this island will look like, and I've got some other ideas. So I want it to be relatively close to this house, because I would like it to be loaded in as often as possible, but I don't know if I want it to be looking like an eyesore. So that being said, if we do build it somewhere within the vicinity here, like say where I'm standing, we just need to have an objective of making it look aesthetically pleasing as well. So let's give that a go and wish me luck. And just like that, you can see we now have a finished iron farm. Finally, it took me only till episode 4 till finish it. I was planning on doing this kind of from the beginning, but I just was having troubles getting around to it. Now, this is a design by Shulkercraft, and it's a small design, but it's easy and it's really effective. It produces about 300 iron per hour, and you can see we've already got a good amount coming here. Now, obviously, it's not the beautified version that we talked about yet, and I hope to make it a little bit more beautiful, and then I want to run it into two things. First, I want to do an item filter, which sorts out the poppies from the iron, and then I want to run the poppies into a composter to have them automatically turn into bone meal. And then I want to have the iron run into an auto crafter, which then has them automatically turn into iron blocks for easier storage. Maybe down the line, that means we could put them into an auto shulker box filler upper as well. But for now, I think this thing is way more than enough, effective enough for us for what we need at this current level. Obviously, you can see over here, we've got a bit of a mess still that needs cleaned up from getting those villagers over. You could see the rails came all the way over from that villager trading hall over there. So we'll need to take that down as well and make this thing a little bit more beautiful. But I think that's a great start. Finally, we were able to get around to getting this thing up, and that has got me excited. So first things first here, let's do a little bit of terraforming. Before we can build anything, we need to clean up this shape a little bit because I don't like this big crater here. But we need to consider that this thing always needs to be a minimum of 10 blocks off the ground, and so I'm going to try to make this a gradual hill down towards the water there. Okay, so my original plan here was to go all the way down to the water, but this cliff is just so large that I think maybe we'll actually leave it like this. I've leveled out things. You can see where this terrain kind of looked like before. It had these big high peaks and these low valleys, and I can come over here and probably smooth this all out later as well. But you can see even just in this section where we were standing before, I've completely leveled it out. I filled in a big hole right here. I pulled down this peak and this side as well. And maybe we could do something kind of like a lighthouse or a tower that kind of stands out above and on the edge of the cliff here, because this cliff drops quite steep, quite fast along the edge of the water. I think if we did something along those lines, it would kind of build into and add towards the terrain rather than take away from it. So I think that would fit in nicely there. But yeah, we can continue doing some work on here, but there's a little progress update for you. And just like that, things are looking much nicer around here. I think with this grass on top, this is looking like totally usable terrain. So now it's just a matter of actually building our tower here, building a storage system, a filtration system, and all the things that go along with that as well. And here you can see I've encased the whole iron farm within a big tower on the hill now. Obviously, this needs a lot of work to do with shaping it up and texturing it. I would like to try actually adding some gradients. Now, this is new for me. I haven't done much like this before, but I want to try going from darker all the way up to lighter, and of course even mixing in some moss and some vines kind of going through it as well. But so far, I think as far as proportions go, it could be a little bit taller, but that is a good start for what we're looking at here on the hill there, and it covers up the iron farm nicely while it still seems to function just fine. So I think we're off to a good start here. And if we come inside here, you can see our item filtration system fully at work. And how it works is it's pretty simple. All of these item filters have an item of iron ingots and just a filler item, and then if it doesn't make it through the filtration here, it'll go all the way down, and poppies can go directly into the composter, which once this fills up, it will turn into bone meal and then go directly into this bone meal chest. If we only had one filtration unit and then straight into the composter, some of the iron would make it through all the way into this hopper at the end, but this way we ensure that every time iron will make it, even if it's loaded up, iron will get pulled out no matter what before it makes it down to this hopper. And once this last bit of iron makes it through the filtration system here, you can now get an accurate representation of just how much iron we've made already so far in this time of just building this thing. And that is quite a good amount of iron, and you've also got to consider all the amount that I put into building these hoppers as well. And so this system is super awesome and way more than we need for now. What we'll do is we'll probably bring these into auto crafters as well, and get these going into iron blocks for another unit down below, and we'll just cover this thing up and make it all beautiful as well. But for now, that is a great start.
I'm gonna hop over to the spider spawner, get some levels while I wait for Sock, and what is... Oh, he's dyeing them green. Oh.
I'm sorry, what the heck is that?
What? What is this? There's gotta... Oh my gosh, he made an iron golem farm. He made an iron farm. Jeez. Alright. So yeah, we're gonna hop over. I'm still getting over that.
Alrighty, so once again, it has been probably close to a week since that last clip, and it may seem odd that I have these random giant cuts in my videos, but it's because I've got work trips that I have to go on, and I was away once again on a work trip, so that's why this video going out is delayed. Sadly, we do not have a huge progress update this time. Unlike previous times where I had a lot to show, I don't have a ton, but I can tell you what we are going to do next year. So first things first, this iron farm has been chugging away, and we have got a lot of iron gathering up here, and well, a little bit of bone meal, which is better than nothing, but we got to make this thing look pretty, and I really want to do a nice gradient on this thing, and so I came up, well, I kind of stole this gradient pattern from a video. So we've gathered up a bunch of resources here that will be available for us to create said gradient with, and I might need a bit more there as well, but I do have a few little things to show you. So first of all, we have this kind of hideous looking rabbit thing, and this was a prank that I did for Easter / April 1st. There's a short on my channel all about it. I don't know why it turned out so awful looking. But yeah, it's here, and we'll probably get rid of it at some point, but that just kind of popped up in a side clip. Now, Janus has been doing some building behind the scenes, which I actually don't know anything about, and this is my first time seeing. There is a large path here as well. Now, perhaps this is his thought for our railroad system that we want to implement, but we are just going to continue building together and kind of bouncing off each other. So if he's going to build this, I guess we'll just add on to it and see where that takes us as well. But I did notice this thing over here. Now, I hit 100 subscribers a few weeks back, and I put up this 100 subscriber sign as a way to celebrate. And I didn't know that Janus had also hit 100 subscribers, so he built his own sign. A little bit of a copy of a design, I would say. But that being said, I actually think that is super awesome. So I just want to do a quick shout out to my friend Janus. Hey, congratulations on 100 subscribers. You guys should all go subscribe to him over there. But you know what that means is that we actually are going to have a competition now, because I'm pretty sure he's going to be adding a 0 to his subscribers pretty soon here. The dude is just flying and actually surpassed us on our channel. So we have got to try to pass him. I would love to see if we could add a 0 before he does. One day, maybe that's possible. But anyway, I also had one more thing just down over here where I have got a bunch of supplies now gathered up from doing some fishing. Now, I tested out the difference in an Unbreaking 1, an Unbreaking 2, and an Unbreaking 3 fishing rod, and we have got a whole bunch of resources gathered up. Now, there's a bunch of random junk of stuff that we don't need, but there are some good stuff, a couple saddles, and a ton of fish and other random bits and bobs. But this one right here, this barrel has got lots of exciting stuff. Now, 11 name tags is awesome because we'll be able to use those for our dogs upstairs. But also the Nautilus shells will be really good because if we can find a heart of a sea, then maybe we can do some underwater projects as well. But the one thing that really stood out were these fishing rods down at the bottom. Check out this fishing rod, mending and unbreaking. So that's going to be a great start to get a nice, good fishing rod, as well as this bow with mending, power, punch, and unbreaking. And there's a few other good ones, see, with flame and things like that as well. So we can probably combine some of these and get some pretty good gear here. So that is pretty cool, spending some time fishing, just getting some resources there as well. But before we move on too quickly here, let's focus on getting a nice gradient going on this tower. And after a quick first pass there, you can see we kind of have a shape starting to take place with some colors going all the way up to the top as it gets lighter, as it moves up. Now, obviously, I think this whole tower needs a bit more shaping still and needs some sort of top as well. But for a first pass, without any vines or any color or any shaping, just the gradient already helps the whole look of this thing a lot. I'm kind of getting a smokestack kind of vibe with what it is at currently. So maybe we could lean into that, put some smoke out of the top or something like that. Or maybe we just put a tower top on the top over there. I'm not sure what I want to do, but I think I still would like to add some vines and that kind of thing to add a pop of color. But for a first draft, I think this is looking really good so far. And the great reveal is we now have a top for our tower. Now, I'm really not too sure how I'm feeling about it yet at this point, but I think something on top is better than nothing. As well, you can see down below, we've got a bit of texturing going on. We're just kind of practicing a bit of what it looks like to blend in some moss. Now, getting the gradient away from the moss, as well as keeping the gradient from dark to light is kind of difficult, but even just that little patch there adds a lot, I think, to the depth of the build and helps kind of do that thing that we were talking about to break things up and make it look a little more interesting. Now, obviously, this tower is a little bit lacking still, and it could do with some work, but I think that is a good start. Well, okay, now that Janus is on, let's go say hi. Hello? Oh.
Sneak attack! Okay, that went well.
How's it going?
I didn't even have to do anything.
What do you look for?
I need torches.
Here.
I have an arrow sticking straight out of my head.
Yeah.
Oh, Lotus.
Here, you wanna go for a ride?
Yeah.
I don't know if it works yet, but here.
I'm stealing this.
Here, no, wait. I got this for you, bro.
I'm stealing these too. I'm just gonna put one back.
Here, look, go ahead, take it for a ride. This is my
Oh, I do have a
brand new-
minecart. I was like, with what?
I just gave you one, yeah. Ready? I'll push you. Bye.
Bye. Oh, jeez. Oh my gosh.
Drops off a cliff.
Just gonna go straight into the core of the earth.
But I don't have enough powered rails yet because
Oh.
so it's not enough to go back all the way up. This is very
Dude.
interesting. It looks like he's running on the spot.
This is brutal.
Like, look at the particles coming
Doing
out
his
of his.
CrossFit workout.
Yeah, it's like.
I don't know what's going on.
I
Gotta fix it though.
All right, F5
now my
mode.
hair's messier.
F5 mode.
That's more-
All right, workout with Janus.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, guess what, guys?
What?
Sock. Check the tab menu.
What?
Do you know what
You've
that
died
means?
twice?
Yeah, I got a second
You
death.
died?
It was so sad. Hey!
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Big boo.
Oh, it's laggy.
I died by falling off of a ladder.
Dude, what?
That's embarrassing.
It was so
That's
sad.
brutal.
So, I see you've got a bridge here.
Yes. I've been working on that a little bit.
So tell me about it.
It's a bridge.
And why did you choose to build it here?
So that you could, so you didn't have to boat to my house every time.
Did you
Or socks.
Did you place this?
No.
Nice. Okay, cool. So is this going to be
Yeah.
a railroad bridge?
It's up to you. I was thinking we could put the railroad down the center, but you could also not use it if you don't want to.
Okay. What do you want to do?
I'm down for whatever.
All right. So I have quite a large area cut out here. I think what I'm going to do is build a big retaining wall so that we have like a higher area and a lower area. And then in the lower area, we can have like a cool wheat field or something because the lower area is all flat, but then it just hits this like weird wall. So.
This freaking rocks. It's a secret bunker, yeah. Holy.
I love the little details of those flowers and stuff. It's just like it's
Yeah.
just a little waterfall that's so unassuming, and then
Literally. Dude,
I had
what?
to utilize the space to the best of my ability, so I had to get into the mind of a really cheap university.
Well, the thing is, you're underground, so theoretically, you could just keep digging back and
Yeah,
give
that's
yourself
what I
more
was thinking.
space.
Wow, I love the dark oak and the grass. All right, where are y'all?
We're literally right here.
Oh, there you are.
Here's some snackies for you.
Thank you. All right, shall we?
We shall. Off this way. I hope you guys brought your boat. Janus just looks at Sock. Uh-oh. Don't look over here now. No. Sock, no. That's where every adventure goes sideways.
But Lush Cave!
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
This is actually sick.
This is the biggest cavern I've ever seen.
Look at that. They're like living on the edge of the cliff. Well, I had to say goodbye to Janus and Sock, but I continued the adventures where I found this here ship stuck in the ice. Inside was a buried treasure map that led me here, to this beach. And it is a good thing because look what we found inside, the long lost heart of the sea. Now that is what we were looking for this whole time because we are hoping to make a conduit. Now I look forward to bringing this back home, but we first need to make it back there. So let's go home. We almost didn't make it home there, but just in the nick of time of the dead of night, I think I managed to make it back to our home sweet home. Alrighty, so that is going to be it for this episode. Unfortunately, we are out of time, but thank you so much for watching. We got a ton done in this video, from iron farms to new walls to bridges and even the start of our mine shaft, as well as a fun adventure to finally find the heart of the sea. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you in the next one.